morning, friends. And after a powerful message that we have got, it's my responsibility to deliver some messages out of the story that I am going to talk. Uh, in everyday life, right, we go through a lot of different aspects of your intelligence as well as your emotions, right? And what I'm going to talk about is how to marry them to be on a mission for success, right? And I would like to put on a story which which happened to me in the recent past when me and my family were traveling to one of our friends' place who had a 3 months old baby, right? And I would like to show something, and I would like you to also guess what is it that is being reciprocated out of this particular thing. So, Mano, please let me know once you start seeing the deck,
Yes, we can.
right? Okay. Okay. So you see a kid which is sitting in a swing, uh, which is actually playing in a swing, right? What is unique about this picture? Can anybody guess?
Can I make a request? Can everyone please go mute? There's a lot of background noise.
Okay. Okay. So rather than asking a
Guys,
question,
Kid, kid look
yeah,
happy
and
and relaxed.
sorry.
The kid looks happy and relaxing in his space.
Okay. 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 Anybody else wants to guess?
Yeah,
think
he's a
gray.
youngster.
Dress
Yeah.
and the material, everything gray color.
Okay. So let me tell you what is the theory behind this picture, right? The kid is looking at a toy which is hanging at on his head, right? And the imagination that picture is showing is he knows that my mom comes in and touches that toy, which creates a music, which he likes a lot because it becomes it makes him happy through his ears, right? Listening that. So this is a 3 months old baby. He realizes that it has to be touched to get a music out of it. And he tries to touch that through his legs. If you see any kids which are 3 to 6 to 10 months who are in the swing, they are always looking at something which makes them happy, or they want to become happy by doing that particular activity, right? So what do you call this? This is intelligent quotient because it developed by looking at something, and he realizes that this is something which cannot be done by myself unless and until I touch it, right? So when you talk about intelligent quotient, it gets developed till the age of 5 and gets nurtured till the age of 18, right? But is IQ the only thing in your whole life paradigm? Let's move on to something else, right? What do you see here? The same. I never had the same baby picture, so I got a different baby picture, right? A baby is actually crying in the swing, right? The mother tries to do something to keep him quiet because she is busy doing some other activity. So what she decides is, okay, I'll put some music around him, right? And try to engage him into something else. But when even the music take, and that music is not some music which is just like that put in, it is a music which is which actually is being famous singers songs have been put in on that, but it does not work, right? So what happens is she comes in and takes the tape recorder off and starts singing in her broken voice, right? So what is the reaction about that after that? The funny thing that we have observed is the kids go, the kid goes for sleep, very calm, very patiently, right? So what it says is this is your emotional quotient. So no matter which person you bring in front of the kid, mother makes him emotionally attached, right? So when we are in the corporate world, what makes you different and what makes you unique is how you are marrying your IQ with your EQ, right? Let's look at what happens in your brain, right? When IQ and EQ work together, let me tell you a very powerful thing that a mind is a very powerful tool with hundreds of thousands of neurons exchanging information. And that information is how you emotionally deliver and attach it to be given to people, right? Let me tell you the power of IQ. What is IQ? We have seen a story which tells about how the kid delivered the messages for us. It's basically the ability to measure things spatially, verbally, and written. What it means is how do you actually manipulate the information, recall the information at any given point in time. There are basically four pillars of IQ, which is the intelligent quotient: efficiency, precision, accuracy, multitask oriented. But the message that I wanted to pass is many of the people would have a very high IQ, but it depends on how they are delivering the messages to the outside world, right? That is more important. Now, let's look at differently on your emotional intelligence, which is your your EQ, right? EQ is so you may have seen a lot of leaders in the market, right? So who are successful, but your IQ is the level of your ability to understand other people, what motivates them, and how to work cooperatively with them, right? So the five pillars that define your emotional intelligence are, and I'll take one by one. Self-awareness. Unless and until you touch to your emotions or you attach to your own emotions, you will not be able to develop a quotient where you will be able to attach others' emotions, right? And that is where self awareness brings the emotional awareness, your ability to recognize your own emotions with their effects. And what it actually increases is the self confidence and the trustworthiness about yourself and your capabilities. Now the second aspect is self regulation. So what does self regulation do? Self regulation actually gives you self control, manage disruptive impulses, trustworthiness, maintaining standards of honesty and integrity, taking responsibility for your own performances, adaptability, innovation, and so on and so forth, right? The third pillar of your emotional quotient or emotional intelligence is motivation. It gives you achievement drive, commitment, initiative, optimism, and so on and so forth, so that you can drive towards the end goal. The last but one is your empathy, and it plays a very important role when it comes to narrate yourself in front of the audience, in front of the people, in front of in your own teams, right? The way you actually develop empathy is with anticipation, recognizing, meeting people, talking to them, and so on and so forth, which is nothing but what we do as a part of our everyday life, which is service orientation. The other thing is developing others. When we develop ourselves, we need to also look at how do we develop others. It's not about I. It's not about I always. It's about how we can do it, right? The other is leveraging diversity, cultivating opportunities through diverse people. You can have very high IQ people with you, but you can have people who are very having very high EQ, right? And that's where it becomes diversification. And, and to be very frank, one of the important aspect in the corporate world is political awareness, right? Reading the groups which are around you and finding to fit you in that group so that the group also accepts you. That essentially means reading the group's emotional current and power relationship, right? And the last one is understanding others, right? So when we talked about these four, the fifth and very important thing is social skills, right? When you talk about social skills, the development of good interpersonal skill is a tantamount of success, right, in your life and career. In today's world, what we are doing is we are connected, very well connected through uh, through the globe with internet and IoT and all other stuff. But the most important thing that we are actually missing is the people skills and the way we are connecting to people, right? And social skills is the main capability, main collaborative tool to become cooperative, to become team evident, and create a group synergy in pursuing what collective goals have to be achieved. And to be very frank, I would like to, quote to a research where many of the potential leaders that you have in the industry have been very, very emotionally intelligent. You know, I'll put I'll put a thought in front of you. And being into education and sports into a very unique combination between myself, what I have understood over a period of last 30, 35 years, forget about my childhood, is, you know, IQ can give you momentary success. When I say momentary success, it can get you towards passing the examination. But emotional intelligence gives you mission for success. And when you marry both of them, you tend towards more success, being more successful human being in your life. Thank you, Manav.